Hello again, everyone. This is Jan Monahan for Wrapping with Jan, and today is my first Washi Tape Wednesday. I hope to be doing this on a weekly basis. Today we're just going to make a very simple card using washi tape. I've got a big roll here, or actually it's a wide roll. It's about 4.5 inches wide, and then I've got this 1/2 inch gold washi tape. We're going to be using a matching ink, and I believe this is Wilted Violet, and this stamp is old. And plus I'm going to be using a couple other, just little bits and pieces I've got left over. And you're going to need your bone folder and a good pair of scissors. Okay, let's get started. When you're working with washi tape, you need to pull off more than you think you're going to need, because once it's down on the surface of your project, it is down, and I would rather you overuse than underuse and have to throw your project away. But anyway, washi tape is probably the most underutilized tool we have in the craft arsenal. And this particular washi tape, I looked and looked and I cannot remember where I got this. So if anybody knows where I got this, could you please leave me a quick note? Anyway, we're going to put that down and take and this is a Teflon folder, and burnish it very well. Get it to stick on there, especially in the corners. Burnishing it, and like I said, especially in the corners, is imperative, especially if you live in a humid area like I do. Washi tape, since it is a paper, it will warp and it will start to peel off. Make sure it's on there and on there well. And this particular washi tape, the thinner the washi tape, the less sticky it's got on it. This is gold, and it's not quite as sticky as the wide washi tape we're working with here. But do the same thing. Make sure it's burnished very well, and it's straight. Take your time. The thin stuff is a little bit more forgiving than the really wide stuff. Go ahead and trim this. Now burnish it first. Make sure it's down and it's going to stay down. One other tool that we need to consider is having a pair of scissors that have a Teflon coating. Since we're working with sticky stuff, we don't want it to stick. That would be a disaster. The Tim Holtz scissors I'm using now, I believe, has a Teflon coating on it, so the washi tape will not stick. When I first started crafting, my children were little, and my youngest daughter has curly hair, and I didn't realize how sticky the washi tape was, and she wasn't being real careful, and it got in her hair, and oh my goodness, what a mess. So if you have long hair and don't want washi tape in it, then you need to pull it back. Okay, I'm using these Teflon scissors, and I'm making sure that I've got the very best cut there that I can have. It is so much easier to cut washi tape from the wrong side, right next to the paper that you're working on, because sometimes the washi tape is too thick and you don't see where you're going, and you end up cutting part of the card, and you don't want to do that. I can't emphasize this enough. You need to take your time. Slow down. This isn't a race, and I've made more mistakes by trying to hurry through something. So very carefully cut this. And as we finish cutting this, all the episodes that I've got coming up are, I either make cards or tags or gift bags, hence Wrapping with Jan. And we'll wrap up gifts, whatever else we need to do. I need to give this one more quick trim here, and then we can move on to the stamping and embellishing portions. I usually make a nice envelope with all my cards, a matching envelope. I'm going to have to talk to my postal people and find out if this washi tape will gum up anything. As far as trimming this, I wouldn't take it through my table trimmer because it will gum up your blade, and blades are not easy to clean. I'm going to give this one more last quick press, and then we are moving on. This is, what is this? Distress Oxide, and I believe it's Wilted Violet. This was the closest ink I had to match the purple flowers here. And this is an old stamp. It's something from Stampin' Up. And I wish I had a Misty that would take these stamps. I'm always afraid I'm going to ruin a project because I can't go over it. And I'm terrible at lining things up with wooden stamps. But this is just a very simple stamp that says friend. Or friends, sorry. And then I've got, this is Gina K Connect glue, and I'm going to put some little hearts on here. These little hearts I die cut from another die cut set. I'm not sure what it was, but I thought they were cute, so I saved them. You don't want to put too much on here, depending on the size of your embellishments, whether they're gems or little bits and pieces of paper or what it is. Now comes my favorite tool. This is the jewel picker. It's made by Marvy, and it has a big end for big gems and a little end for little stuff. And I'm using the smaller end. These little hearts are proving to be a little bit more of a challenge than I thought. You can get this little tool from Joann's, Simon, just about anywhere that sells crafting tools. And by all means, get the double-ended, because you never know when you're going to have big stuff or little stuff to put on. And now I've run into a problem. I have lost one of my hearts here, and I'm not quite sure where it went, and good luck finding this stuff. Anyway, I'm going to have to wipe off some of this glue. Best thing to do, paper towel or a cloth or whatever. And there it is, all gone. Excuse me. But that is our card. And with a few supplies and just a few minutes, we put together a very nice card. I'll be making a set of these and I'll post them on my Etsy site. But this is Jan Monahan for Washi Tape Wednesday and Wrapping with Jan. Have a good week.